Alright, so it is day 72, and we are up and we're ready to go make the stir fry. But first thing I gotta do is take Oscar out to use the bathroom and give myself a wardrobe change. Stay tuned for the stir fry. Alright, so now that we all squickery clean, it is time to go make a stir fry. Still got water running down my head and dry it off good. Stay tuned for the stir fry. Alright, so first we're going to take some of this success rice, boil in the bag type of rice, and we are going to put it in some water. We got to get it good and done. I'm gonna let it heat up in the water. The water is not boiling yet, but don't worry, it'll heat up and it'll do just fine on its own. See? Now we're gonna open up this can of refried beans, and we're going to prepare them in a special way. I got a special way of preparing these here beans in a can like this. I went and picked these beans myself. I picked them all myself, and I put them in this can, to make it look commercialized. But yeah, these is my beans for sure. I want to dump them in this here bowl. These beans that I picked. Yep, picked them myself today. Next, I'm going to put a little bit of water, not too much, just enough water here. And then I'm going to take some of this olive oil here, and I'm going to pour a little bit of that in there to enhance the flavor of these beans. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do, enhance them beans. And then we're going to get the chop and stir, and we're going to chop and stir, and chop and stir, and chop and stir, chop and stir. Yep, that is how we make the beans right here. Yep, it's gonna be so good. Next, I had to pick my own tomatoes, and I put them in this plastic container. Looks like it came from the grocery store, but trust me, these is my own fresh tomatoes that I chopped them up myself. Yeah, I even put that little gel pack in there to preserve them. Yeah, got two packs made up already, done it myself. And from there I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil to make sure that they cook good, and get the sizzling in there. Look at them sizzling in that pan, man. I tell you what, it's gonna be a good stir fry. Then I had to chop up my own peppers and onions. I put them in the same container though, because yeah, I put that gel pack in there too. Had to remove that. Yeah. I also cut up 2 containers of them all by myself, man. It was a lot of work, a lot of sweat went in there. Left a few onions behind. Gotta get them out. Gotta get out them onions. And let's see. Then got to chop and stir. Yep, handy device, handy. Tell you what, you gotta get you one of them chopping stirrers. Come from the Dollar General. Chop and stir is the best thing ever made, I tell you what. Then we're gonna add some more olive oil in there. Get them peppers and onions coated a little bit, and then a little more chop and stir. Got to chop it and stir it real good. Right now they're kind of fresh and a little hard to chop and stir with that plastic, but it gets the job done. Trust me, it will get the job done. Yeah, just work it in there. Then we're going to add a little bit of just regular table salt. That's all I got, nothing fancy. And some black pepper up in there. Yeah, sprinkle a good fair amount of black pepper on there. And yep, see, I gotta show you, it's black pepper, right? And then I got me some ground red pepper. Don't get crushed, ground red pepper. It makes a difference. Don't use too much. Just a little bit of that goes a long way. You don't want to make it too hot. And then I was out of smoked paprika, but this butt rub that I got to cook roast with has it mixed in there, so add a little bit of those flavors in there as well, and not too much, just a little bit. And then we grabbed Worcestershire sauce, French's Worcestershire sauce, and then yeah, you want to put a little bit of that in there, not too much, just a little bit for flavor. This is a big pan of vegetables, y'all, I'm telling you what. Then you just want to stir all that in there, stir them in there, chop on them a little bit. They are sizzling and cooking. Can't hear it right now, but trust me, they are. And you want to get those flavors, spices and Worcestershire blended in there really good in order to you know, make the flavors pop later. Yep, that is what we're doing. Blending and stirring. Then, uh-oh, Betty, you better turn away. We add the beefsteak, and I got you know, I pre-cooked it and put it in that bag, y'all, and the chicken too. I just try to, you know, make it look like, you know, I bought it from the store, but I already like that. But nah, I pre-cooked that myself. And then I, you know, added 2 bags of chicken, 2 bags of beef to the mixture. Sorry, Patty. I know I just ruined them vegetables for you, but it'll be okay. You can make it without them. So then you just chop and stir some more. Vegetables are starting to soften up, so you just chop in meat, chop up some of them vegetables that are in there. And you just kind of want to make it all blend. Make it all blend together. Yeah, just keep working it in there till the vegetables and the meat become even. The meat is in chunks, so you know, so you want to, you know, cut it into smaller chunks. I'm telling you, chop and stir is the best thing ever made. Next, we're going to take out that rice, and we're going to try to drain all the water off of it. The best way to do it is with a paper towel. Let it sit there, and then, you know, we check on our meat. We want most of the flavor to come from the searing off the bottom of the pan. All the other flavors we put in there are important, but the searing is what really makes it taste good. Next, you want to cool off that rice, bring it down to room temperature as fast as you can. Check on the searing of the meat, and all the water is cooked off the vegetables and it's starting to sear on the pan. We got a little fog there. But then you want to reduce your heat down to medium low. Basically the stir fry is done at this point, but we're just going to get some more searing from the bottom of that pan. And then you want to take the beans that we made earlier and place them in the microwave. I added a little salt and pepper to them off camera. You didn't see that part, but put them in there, get them real hot. I stuck them in there for about 5 minutes. Then clean up my surface area real good so the wife is happy, you know, that I'm not making too big a mess. Want to clean up your everything that you can as you go along, so when you have your meal on the table, you can enjoy it a lot better with a clean surface area. Everything clean, wiped down. Don't want to leave a mess for the wife to have to clean up. Get all the meat papers and stuff that I opened up for the stir fry, and walk them over to the trash and just chunk them in. Alright, now the beans are done. As you can see, everything's blended. The oil and the beans and the salt and pepper, they're basically done, ready to eat. just like they are. Just you know, you want to stir them and incorporate everything in there really good. Some people fry them on the stove. I just microwave them. And then that rice that we had cooling in the refrigerator, you see all the water is off of them now. And what I did here was I cheated. I bought some Uncle Ben's original Spanish rice, so I added it to that rice. And I figured I wouldn't have enough for everyone, so this right here just kind of takes some of the extreme flavor away and adds to the plain white rice. And then, as you can see, it all looks like Spanish rice now. Add a little bit of olive oil to that, and then a little bit of olive oil to that, you know, for the added flavor and the moisture. And then stir it up and put it in the microwave. I cooked it for 2 minutes. This is a new technique. I'm trying this out today for the first time. Now we clean our utensils. Like I said, clean everything, put it away as you go, so when you set the food on the table, it'll be more enjoyable knowing you don't have to clean up afterwards. And yep, the rice is done, and it blended together beautifully. It don't taste as wild as it would have, you know, straight out of the bag by itself. Giving it a taste test for the first time, and figure it needed a little bit more moisture, so I got this olive oil spray, and just gonna spray it down and mix it up a little more. Spray it down pretty good, you know, and just take and mix it. A little bit of salt in there for a little extra taste, since you're added that plain rice in there, you know, to make the flavors come together. Salt brings everything together, and it is perfect. So now we're going to prepare our tortillas, and what I do is I spray mine with that olive oil spray on each side. Got me 2 shells here. My wife doesn't eat the shells, but I do, so I just stick them in there for I put 43 seconds, but I just eyeball it, and when it looks like it's hot enough, I just take it out. And usually they're soft and better that way. So then it's time to eat. See, I got my shells. They're good and soft and oiled down, and Janice is making her plate. She got her stir fry on there. Now she's gonna take and get her some of that rice. Man, I tell you the truth. And I did mine in a burrito, of course. I would just put the rice and the beans and the stir fry all on a burrito, wrapped it up, and went to town on that thing. I tell you what, man, it was so good. So good. You just would not believe how good it is. Man, I tell you the truth, man. It didn't take me 5 seconds to practically devour that first burrito. And the dog was barking, driving us crazy. So I decided to get up and move away from the table, hide from him, and eat my second burrito in peace at the corner of the kitchen. Boy, I can't tell you how good that thing was. Alright, folks, so I am recording from my webcam right now. My camera obviously died, and it is charging. At least I hope that's what's wrong with it, because I could not get the top unit to cut on. First time that ever happened to me. But that green light, when it's flashing like that, means that charging is going on. So I'm hoping that is what is the case with it. I tried to hook it up as a webcam. I hope I didn't do nothing to the internals by doing so. It's got a webcam function on it, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I'm on my trusty webcam right now that is wired. But anyway, Had that burrito. And they are kind of big. I don't know if I'll even be able to eat both of these, but it is 4:35 p.m. and the time changed last night, and I didn't realize it, and I was about to run out of eating time. So I run and made me 2 of them up. Sorry about that. But this time I put some queso cheese dip on there with the jalapeno. Microwaved it. Made it even better. Now you see where I took that success rice, that instant rice, drained it and froze it. That's kind of how they do Spanish rice, and they do it. Chinese restaurants do that for their fried rice. The trick is you get all that moisture off of there. And that Uncle Ben's Spanish rice, man, I tell you what, it's got a strong flavor on its own, but you add that instant rice, that success rice, to it, mix it up real good, and all those flavors blend together, and it takes away some of that wild spicy flavors that the Ben's comes with. It is way better. That's an idea I came up with in my head just this morning. Actually, I realized I had that success rice up there, and I'm thinking, what if I boil that and combine it and then microwave it with a little oil in there? Man, I tell you what, it turned out perfect. Perfect. There's a big old bowl of this left in there. Those are my cheese. But I got my beans on there, my meat and rice. I just this morning excuse me, when I put it up, I just mixed the rest of the meat and vegetables with the rice, covered it up. So good and so easy. I know I joked a lot in the video about cutting up my own tomatoes and stuff. That stuff I can do, but why not take the shortcut when you can, right? I mean, those peppers and onions that were already in the container together, they were buy one get one free, so I took advantage of that while it was available. And those diced tomatoes in those containers, they were only like $1.43. I bought 2 of those, a perfect amount for this. It just worked out so good. Gotta give Oscar a little taste. But yeah, it's 4:40 in the afternoon now, and about to hit 5 o'clock. I don't like his new time change. A lot of people like the extra daylight, but it never made no sense to me. To me, it's like, if you want extra daylight, you're not going to have no more or no less daylight no matter how you flip the clock around. If you want a little more time, get up earlier, or if work or if places of business want to have their employees come in earlier to get off earlier, have them come in earlier. To say you're getting more daylight by switching the time around, to me, is like taking this blanket, cutting the bottom off of the blanket, and sewing it to the top to say you got more blanket. Think about that one. Yeah, that never made no sense to me. I personally would rather have the extra hour sleep myself. If I want to get up early, just get up early. All kind of cheese got me that time. Man, went everywhere. See that cheese in there? Well, this camera don't do as well as my other one. There. I miss my little cam when I don't have it. I should have paid attention to how low it was. Like I said, if I lost it, I would cry. I'm thinking about actually buying another one, just so I have a spare. I know I done a camera video the other day, but I forgot to mention they got one that's slightly cheaper that doesn't have the front facing screen. It's got the top part is the same, but the bottom part is just a power base, so you can still operate everything from over here. You just won't have a front facing screen, but you still have the back one all the time. So I may buy the other one with the power module on it. I think it's $100 or so cheaper, and then I'll have 2 top cameras and at least 1 front-facing screen. And the bottom bases you can buy separately. For some reason, they don't sell the top. At least last time I checked, they didn't sell the top module as a separate piece, which it wouldn't do you no good anyway, because the only way to charge it is by having either the power base or the front-facing screen with that acts as a power base as well. But anyway, I'm gonna end this here. I hope you enjoyed this cooking video. Tune in the morning for the weigh-in, and hopefully that goes well. I had a rough week of eating. Ate a lot of bad for my stuff. It was a lot of OMAD, but this will be my 4th burrito today, and eating late, so hopefully that won't affect me too bad on the scale. We will see how it all goes in the morning. But anyway, we will see you tomorrow. Until then, you folks have a good one.